I'm going to be reading 2nd and 3rd John. 2nd John. These are the shortest books in the Bible, along with Obadiah and Philemon and Jude. 2nd John, the elder to the elect lady and her children, whom I love in truth, and not only I, but also all who know the truth, because the truth that abides in us and will be with us forever. Grace, mercy, and peace be with us from God the Father and from Jesus Christ, the Father, Son, in truth and love. I rejoice greatly to find some of your children walking in the truth, just as we were commanded by the Father. And now I ask you, dear lady, not as though I were writing you a new command, but the one we have had from the beginning, that we love one another. And this is love, that we walk according to his commandments. This is the commandment, just as you have heard from the beginning, so that you should walk in it. For many deceivers have gone out into the world, those who do not confess the coming of Jesus Christ in the flesh. Such a one is the deceiver and the antichrist. Watch yourselves, that you may not lose what we have worked for, but may win a full reward. Everyone who goes on ahead and does not abide in the teaching of Christ is not of God. Whoever abides in the teaching has both the Father and Son. If anyone comes to you and does not bring this teaching, do not receive him into your house, or give him any greeting, for whoever greets him takes part in his wicked works. Though I have much to write to you, I would rather not use paper and ink. Instead, I hope to come to you and talk face to face, so that our joy may be complete. The children of your elect sister greet you. Okay, so then that's the end of 2nd John. This is written by the Apostle John, who wrote the Gospel of John. Is symbolized by an eagle in Revelation, where Matthew, I think, is the lion. There's the ox and the man. So you have the synoptic Gospels: Matthew, Mark, Luke, and then you have John. And the book of John is 21 chapters, and then you have 1st John, the epistle to which I have a YouTube recording of, if you're interested in that. And then I'm recording 2nd and 3rd John here, and then he also wrote the book of Revelation, which is the only book of the Bible that has not happened yet. 3rd John, the elder to the beloved Gaius, whom I love in truth. Beloved, I pray that all may go well with you, and that you may be in good health, as it goes well with your soul. For I rejoiced greatly when the brothers came and testified to your truth, as indeed you are walking in the truth. I have no greater joy than to hear that my children are walking in the truth. Beloved, it is a faithful thing that you do in all your efforts for these brothers, strangers they are, who testify to your love before the church. You will do well to send them on your journey in a manner worthy of God, for they have gone out for the sake of the name, accepting nothing from the Gentiles. Therefore we ought to support people like these, that they may be fellow workers of the truth. I have written something to the church, but Diotrephes, who likes to put himself first, does not acknowledge our authority. So if I come, I will bring up what he is doing, talking wicked nonsense about us. And not content with that, he refuses to welcome the brothers, and also stops those who want to, and puts them out of the church. Beloved, do not imitate evil, but imitate good. Whoever does good is from God. Whoever does evil has not seen God. Demetrius has received a good testimony from everyone and from the truth itself. We also add our testimony, and you know that our testimony is true. I had much to write to you, but I would rather not write with pen and ink. I hope to see you soon, and we will talk face to face. Peace be to you. The friends greet you. Greet the friends, each by name. I would like to mention that John, out of the inner circle of Jesus' disciples, or Jesus' apostles, John was an apostle, with Peter, James, and John. James and John asked to sit at Jesus' right and left hand, and Jesus said, "Well, I don't have that. That's for whoever it's been appointed for." Which I guess Jesus doesn't make the decision who sits at his right and left hand. I guess like the Holy Spirit makes that decision or something like that. But or God the Father does. But what I'm saying is, James was killed by Herod in the book of Acts. And then Peter was crucified according to tradition. It's not like literally recorded in the Bible, upside down, because he was ashamed that he denied Jesus 3 times. And then John was exiled to the island of Patmos, and he died at an old age of like 90. So he was the last apostle to be alive, the original 12. Well, aside from Judas, who was replaced by Matthias. They drew lots with Barnabas and Matthias. Matthias was chosen to replace Judas Iscariot, who betrayed Jesus. But he received a vision from an angel in heaven of Revelation, so he wrote that book. So I hope that context is helpful for 3rd John, 2nd and 3rd John. And Obadiah is the shortest book in the Old Testament. It's like 16 verses. 3rd John is, like, there's a good thing here, like, 3rd John, 219 words in the Greek. 2nd John, 254 words. Philemon, 335 words. Obadiah, 40 440 words, and Jude 461 words. And each of these is one chapter. So you don't like say chapter 1, verse 1. You just say 3 John 1 or Jude 4 if there's just one chapter. So I hope that's helpful.